Hello everyone, welcome back to Super Jerry 27's Nerd Cave, where I talk about video games, comic books, social commentary, a little bit of action figures, but mostly video games and comic books, because those are my two passions. So, most of my viewers are new, so a little bit of YouTube shit talk here. Most of my viewers who watch videos are new to the channel. 93% is what the analytics say. So if you like this content and you want to support a middle-aged man who just loves his hobbies and talks about them a lot, please drop a sub and ring that little bell so you know when the new videos are coming. But enough about that. I know I don't like to waste people's time, but I like to say that at the beginning of the video just in case I can get a sub. But you don't want to hear me talk about that. You want to see what Xbox 360 horror games you can play on your Series X. Now, a couple of these are surprises to me. A couple are not. But if you got a Series X and you want to play some old school, early 2000s, middle 2000s horror, this is the video to watch. The first game up is the original Dead Space. I did enjoy the remake. I'm not going to lie. Remake is great. It's beautiful. It's got that, that nice polish. It has some quality of life additions, but nothing beats the original. I'm a huge fan of just like men being men, stoicism, and Isaac not speaking. I think, he speaks a little bit, but maybe not. And this one he doesn't talk. Like he talks in cutscenes to like his wife or his girlfriend, and that's it. In the remake, he's just like. He's trying to be like Peter Parker, all quippy and stuff. It's like, no, bro. Isaac is a stoic, badass engineer hero come to save your dumb ass because you're in space. Fuck space. It's as scary as the fucking ocean. But yeah, pop Dead Space in. This is a cheapy game. And enjoy the classic from Visceral Games. Up next, this one I had so many hours of fun with. This Valve classic, Left 4 Dead. Oh my god, this game is great. You play it solo, you play it co-op, you play missions as survivors of a zombie outbreak, and you have to go from safe house to safe house to safe house to get to the extraction point, basically, or the safe point. But you don't only encounter normal zombies, you encounter witches, bloaters, a whole bunch of just strange shit. And I remember one time we were playing, and I think it was the first or second time my buddy played, he'd never seen a witch. So his dumbass literally like runs up to it and does a fucking melee hit on it, and it just goes, Wah! It starts chasing us. We're like, bro, you idiot. But man, I wish we would get a Left 4 Dead 3. I think Left 4 Dead 2 is also playable, but this one has a lot of more memories than 2 because I had more friends that hadn't, jumped into the next portion of their life and could still game with me on Xbox Lives. But man, Valve, bring it back, baby. These Back 4 Blood and Evil Dead, weird co-op shit, it isn't cutting it. This was primo fucking multiplayer horror. I don't know. Yeah, I think this one's scary because Dante's Inferno, it's by Dante Alighieri. It's a wonderful book. Well, not a wonderful book. It's a very detailed book of the 7 layers of hell. And the team at Visceral, another Visceral game, once again, jumped in there and created the 7 levels of hell. But what sucks is when they started getting to like 5th, 6th, and 7th level, they kind of like gave up on the creativity. But man, the first few levels of hell are just like out there, fucking creepy as shit. There's one of them with like, I think it's the unbaptized babies or some shit, and they're like fucking clawing at you. You're like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. I bless thee. I bless thee. You probably can't see that. I'm blessing the screen because I've got, the trailers and shit going on. But Dante's Inferno is an amazing hack and slash game. Came out, I believe, the same time as God of War 3 came out, so it had a lot of competition there. However, this one was multi-platform. But what's funny is, I remember it was like, video games will watch your brain. Like, video games have caused me to read more books than school. I played Call of Cthulhu on the original Xbox. I think I've read every H.P. Lovecraft story there was. Dante's Inferno, I bought the book, I read it, and I think it's sitting next to me. I'm not going to grab it because it's fucking covered in dust. But I have a copy of Dante's Inferno to reread. because Lord knows the end times are here. Now, the next two games, I was insanely surprised that they are backwards compatible. And that is Shinji Mikami and Suda51's collaboration, Shadows of the Damned, a great over-the-shoulder, third-person action-adventure shooter where you play as Garcia Hotspur, who witnesses his girlfriend get basically sucked into hell because he's a demon hunter, and it's his quest to go save his lady. Now, this game does have a remaster coming out. I picked it up off of Limited Run Games. It's coming for my PS5. Very excited for that, but it probably won't come till December. And I haven't seen it digitally on the store yet, but we all know how I feel about digital, so I'm not going to get it. But I can play it on my 360 if I get the inkling to... What was the name of the gun? Oh my god. I'm sorry. The name of the gun... Oh, it doesn't have it. Fuck. But the gun talks to you. I forgot about that. The gun speaks to you and changes. And there are a lot of sexual innuendos in this game. You couldn't make this game today because it'd make fucking Kotaku just eat itself like a fucking Ouroboros. But this game is great. I think it's starting to raise up a little bit in price, which is unfortunate. But grab it if you can so you can play it on your Series X. And the final game is... At first it was only on the Xbox. This comes from developer Sweary. Kooky guy, just not as popular or well-known as Suda51, because I believe they're both in the insane kookiness meter. And that's Deadly Premonition. Deadly Premonition came out on the Xbox, original Xbox, on the Xbox 360 first, then it was ported to the PS3 for the director's cut, and then the Switch got the sequel and a remaster of the original game. But this is the one that began it all, and I could not believe that it is backwards compatible. It surprised the living shit out of me, and I'm a big guy, I have a lot of shit. So, let's see. If you're a fan of Twin Peaks and that kind of weird writing and circumstance, you're going to love Deadly Premonition. Now, I will say, I don't know, I have not played this on the actual Series X, so... Sometimes when you boot the game into the Series X, it gives you the updated definitive version with all the DLC. Sometimes. I haven't tried it yet. I hope to God it does, because the director's cut, which I played on my PlayStation 3, has better controls and a little bit of quality of life improvements. The original, however, has absolute shit-fuck garbage controls. I'm not going to lie. You're like running around and guns going the wrong way. It's like, fuck, I'm just going to run from this weird fucking beast that's trying to eat me with its hand. But yeah, this is a game to dig into. This is getting pricey, so if you do want to play this, I'm not going to suggest finding it on the 360. I would just find it on the Switch if you have a Switch. But if you happen to have a Series X and this game lying about, pop it in and enjoy the weirdness that is Sweary. Here we go. I'm just going to read this to you. Welcome to Greenvale, a remote rural town where mystery and murder go hand in hand. Assume the role of Agent Francis York Morgan and delve deeper into Greenvale's deadly secrets. Interrogations, investigations, and bloody crime scenes await you in this seemingly sleepy town. Can you survive long enough to fulfill your deadly premonition? Oh, and I forgot. So, tip. If you have a 360 with original saves on it, from these games, you can load them into the cloud, fire up your Xbox Series X, and that save will be like, once you put the game in, it'll be like reading the cloud, you know. But we all know where the cloud is. Other people don't. They think it's fucking actually in the sky. I'm not going to name names. If you're smart and you follow shit, you'll get that. But, yeah, you can... I've moved... What was that? Oh, I was playing Nier. The original Nier on the 360 with the dude and not the chick. And I didn't lose any progress. I got my saves. But I hit a boss, which fucking sucks. Like, this boss is a bitch. I'm going to try it again later when my thumb's a little better. But my thumb is fucked up right now. I don't know why. I'm not a thumb wrestler. But what games are you playing this creepy season? And let me know in the comments. I'm always down for a horror game. I love horror. I love scary games. Resident Evil 1 and 2 on the PlayStation 1 are what got me back into video games. Had I not worked at KB Toys and picked all that up for half off when they gave good discounts and existed, this would just be a comic book channel or a non-existent channel. I'm sure some people wish it was a fucking non-existent channel. See my comments in some videos. But, yeah, man, Resident Evil is what brought me back. Horror. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. And have a safe Halloween and check your candy. Make sure there's not a Nickelback CD in there.